Today we're filming in high definition so that you can see just how blurry this is. Last time we got pretty heavy with the Chuck Palahniuk stuff. This time we should probably slow down a bit. So let's start talking about the particulars of how I broke down Chuck Palahniuk's writing style. And the first thing I want to talk about is move structure. Move structure is one of the key elements linguists use to break down writing. It's based on a theory proposed a while ago by John Swales. John Swales wrote about genre analysis and move structure in these two books. Move structure is one of the most important things to keep in mind when looking at a new type of writing because it is so powerful. What move structure is a list of steps required to create a certain type of writing. It's important to remember that not all of the steps have to appear, and some steps can appear out of order. John Swales chiefly analyzes academic genres in his books. So, here are some academic examples to help us understand what move structure is before we understand how we can use it as creative writers. Here Swales has broken down the introductory section of a research paper. He's broken it down into three pretty technical sounding pieces, and each one of these pieces has three steps underneath it. One of Swales' theories is that these do not always have to occur in the same order every time, and each one of these steps underneath it do not always have to occur in this order or at all. And here's an example of him taking an introduction section from a research article and breaking it down into his three moves, which are then broken down into individual steps. In the interest of keeping things simple, I've given you a simpler move structure for an easier genre. This is for the introductory paragraph of a college-level basic writing essay. Move 1. Tell the reader why the thesis is important. Move 2. Provide orienting information so we understand what the thesis is about. And move 3 is just your thesis statement. So according to Swales' move structure theory, if you do these things in this order, you will come up with the intro paragraph to a basic writing essay. But the beauty of Swales' move structure theory is that it can work with just about any type of writing. And we can zoom out and look at the big picture, or we can zoom it in and look at minute details. If we look at the big picture of a basic writing essay, we'll just come up with three moves: intro, body, and conclusion. But if we zoom in and look at the conclusion paragraph of that same essay, we get these three moves. Move 1, restate thesis. Move 2, recap in 2 to 3 sentences the main points of the argument. And then move 3, broaden back out to current territory. So if we get a bunch of samples together, maybe they're written by the same author, maybe they're written by different authors in the same genre, and we compare them to see how their move structures are working, we can come up with a general move structure for writing in that style. Move structure is super powerful because it gives us the basic structure of a genre. So when looking at the first chapters of those Chuck Palahniuk books, I was able to break down the move structure to find some pretty revealing stuff. But you should be able to do pretty much the same thing with whatever pile of books you have lying around as long as they have something in common. Just like music has patterns, so does writing. If you'd like to know about all the commonalities that I found in my creative writing research, check out Creative Wordsmithing on Kindle and Nook.